funny how the story goes. Little hope but bigger dreams. They try to bring a sucker down, singing louder than the crowd. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright.
Hi ladies! As you can see, today's video is gonna be about after vacation home reset. So we're gonna do some unpacking, some organizing, cleaning, and we are gonna talk about how decluttering has helped me with this process. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Marta. I am a full-time working mom. I have a 7-year-old and 11-year-old, and on my channel you're gonna see a lot of content about home management. So anything from organizing, cleaning, lots of effort that has gone into decluttering over the past probably couple of years now, and basically anything and everything to help me manage my house more efficiently. So let's get back into my process for how I reset my house after vacation. So this vacation was short. It was a road trip for a few days, so it was not like our previous vacation where we went at the beginning of summer. That was over a little bit over 2 weeks, I think. So this was a quick trip, so it was a less to reset from one aspect. From the other, it was more because a week before, right before I went on the family trip, I also had a business trip. So there was just a lot of things that I didn't have time to prepare beforehand. So I'm always starting with unpacking as soon as we get home. I will have 2 bins. A big giant one that you see here is for laundry, so anything I need to wash. And the other bin is for any clean clothes or just things I need to put away. So I like to just organize it into 2 bins. It just helps me right away to sort it out. And then I start putting things away where they belong. And this is what we're going to talk about in a little bit, how the process of decluttering my house has helped me just speed up this process so much.
You started a fire somewhere deep in my mind. See the barbed wire, the place is grown all wide. 'Cause I don't know if it'll be enough, or if they really care. There's a stairway down for the both of us, but let's not go there. You got me thinking, whoa,
So let me know what kind of person you are when it comes to unpacking and home reset after you come back from vacation. Do you like to do it right away? Do you like to do it over a few days? Definitely let me know. I am for sure in that first category. I've always have been like that. It just bothers me to see a luggage for some reason. So I like to sort through things right away. And because this was a road trip, we had a lot of food that we were bringing with us. So that's always has to be part of unpacking, where I have to just empty whatever snacks and food we did not eat. And, you know, I do tend to overpack when it comes to food, mostly because my kids, probably as many of yours are as well, are picky eaters. So I'm trying to make sure I have food for them in case they don't like something that, you know, we happen to be eating in a restaurant, or since we were staying in Airbnb, you know, it was just easier to do it that way. So I do tend to overpack. I think I did better than last time. I just took less variety of snacks instead of like before, but I did dump everything on a kitchen island and then just take everything out, put it away where it belongs. And this is what I will tell you, that a few years ago when I was doing the unpacking, that part seemed to be taking forever. And what I mean by that, not even like emptying the island, but there was the part that was taking forever and was lingering for days is that I would leave some items because I was not sure what to do with them. Like maybe there were some extra books that I bought for the trip, or maybe it was just something, just some random things that I noticed were lingering. It's like almost they didn't have a home, and that was really the case. Where now, after going through the whole decluttering process, I know that every item has a home, so it is so much easier to put things away really quickly because I know exactly where to put it in. Even if I have like some extra snacks, yes, it might be like that bin might be, really stacked really to the top, but that's fine. I know it's gonna get eaten at some time, but I know exactly where it goes. So that is a huge benefit of decluttering for me, just making this process so much smoother and so much quicker. So if you have gone through that decluttering process, let me know if you have noticed that as well. Or if you have not done much decluttering yet, you're kind of at the beginning of this journey, let me know if this is kind of what you're observing as well, where you things just tend to either after vacation or just in general, like they tend to linger because you're not sure where to put them away. So definitely let me know.
We all leave this place tonight, I'm telling you. Pack up your suitcase, we'll find a new place. We'll cross the border, can't stay no longer in this town. Somehow in this small place, minds begin to shrink. When everyone is too fake, their hope eventually sinks. 'Cause I don't know if it.
So because it was a road trip, there was definitely some dishes to be washed, as I took just some, prepared food for my kids to warm up. So we had some plastic containers that just needed to be washed. And it's a tedious process because I feel like, those, even though I rinsed them off where we were staying at, it was just, I was not able to do a good job because we initially stayed in Airbnb. That was easy. They had a kitchen. I could wash it. But then we moved to a hotel, and that obviously, it does have a sink, but it's just not the same like having a little kitchen. So I wanted to make sure I do wash it. Those big containers, I basically took the snacks how we normally store it. So this is how it is in a pantry. So instead of just grabbing like full bags, I just put them in those containers, and that's what will be packed. And that proved to be quicker and easier because there was less packing to do. But after the trip, I just decided to wash them so they are ready to go for our pantry with a restock of snacks. And one of the things that I had to do as part of this home reset, which I usually don't have to do after we come back from vacation, is to kind of clean up a little bit. So what I mean by that, typically I have my cleaning schedule, and definitely before vacation I like to clean my house so I come back to a clean one. However, this time around, like I said right before we left for vacation, I was on a business trip, so I was not able to do it because I came back on Friday afternoon, and then Saturday early morning we were leaving for this trip, so I had to pack and all of that. So that's why this time around, I believe this was the next day, I decided to just do a quick cleanup of our living space just to have that full house reset. And just for the house to feel fresh. So let me know if you also like to clean your house before you leave for vacation, or do you like to do it afterwards?
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, cleaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you're asleep. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you.
So let me kind of walk you through the process of what I do to help me reset my home after vacation. So first, as you saw, I basically unpack and organize things into piles. As you saw, there was a pile for laundry, pile or a bin where I put things like clean clothes and other things to put away. And then I don't think I explained that there was another one obviously for like trash. So usually I have a trash bag, so anything that needs to be thrown away. So like bags I used, if there's any plastic bags or there's any trash really, I have that right away in a garbage bag. Then is two things. Laundry. So laundry I either do right away or the next morning. So it all depends what time we come back. So typically the way we divide it up is my husband starts his laundry first because typically when we come back it is usually in the evening. And I am not a night owl, he is. So he will finish his laundry and then when I wake up the next morning I'm gonna start on the other laundry. And also, the day we come back, I do like to put everything away. So that bin of items and clothes to put away, I like to tackle that right away, put everything where it belongs so I don't have stuff hanging around everywhere throughout the house. And as you can see, a house is looking great. This is how it would typically do after just putting things away. But like I said, I had to do a little cleaning this time around. And what you don't see in this video, but I typically do, is a fridge restock. So I would go to a grocery store. So typically on the way back, I would kind of think about what we want to eat and get groceries done. But because this was just a few days, I didn't have to do it right away. It could have waited 2 days. And the last thing that I do is for work. So I do like to check my emails before I actually get to work. I'm not responding to them, but kind of cleaning my inbox. So I kind of have an idea what I'm gonna do the next day. So it's basically something I like to do. I don't like to just come back and start sorting through emails. I like to do it before, and then the next day I'm kind of ready to start responding to them. And as you see, the last thing I was doing in this video that is not part of the home reset, but because I was out on a business trip, I didn't have a chance to clean up after the party my son had a couple of weeks prior. So I decided, you know what, as part of this reset, let me tackle that one last thing. It was not a lot of it. It was just a balloon arch and a few balloons. The rest of it was obviously cleaned up after the party, but just the decorations were lingering. So even though it's not really a home reset after vacation, it was just something that, you know what, we just kind of did it as part of it because it needed to get done. And I always have a comment from somebody about that I am popping my balloons the wrong way, or that they want to listen to the sound of balloon popping. So that's not gonna be me. I don't like the sound. My kids absolutely hate the sound of a popping balloon. So I don't pop them. I just cut them at the end, and then the air flows out, doesn't make any noise. So and that is basically it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope it gave you some motivation if you need to reset your house after vacation. I will see you next time for more decluttering. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.
I've seen those faces.